Gratitude is defined by Merriam-Webster as the art of being thankful, a feeling of appreciation or thanks. Gratitude is pausing to notice and appreciate the things that we often take for granted. Each year, on the fourth Thursday in November, approximately 85% of Americans will celebrate a holiday dedicated to gratefulness. That holiday is Thanksgiving. Most people are familiar with the basic origin of Thanksgiving, but I often wonder about the specifics. This is one of my favorite holidays, so I decided to do some research. Today, since Thanksgiving is fast approaching, I'm going to talk to you about Thanksgiving's origin, history, and traditions. First, I will start by explaining the origination of the holiday we call Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving can be traced back to Pilgrims and Puritans who came from England by sea in the 1620s to escape persecution. These immigrants founded a colony that they named Plymouth Colony. According to an online article by Georgina Laud, these colonists brought the tradition of fasting as well as days of giving thanks with them to England. Times were tough, but during a particularly fruitful season in 1621, they decided to celebrate and give thanks for their harvest. The Plymouth colonists and the Native Americans who helped them survive the winter shared a harvest feast that is seen as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations. Next, let's look at the history of Thanksgiving and how it has evolved. Thanksgiving was first labeled a holiday by President Abraham Lincoln. During a speech in the year 1863, Lincoln announced that the nation would celebrate an official Thanksgiving holiday on the fourth Thursday of every November. In a book authored by Laura Cummings, it is stated that Thanksgiving materialized when Pilgrims invited a local Native American tribe into a celebration, or the tribe heard that there was going to be a feast and then set out to kill 5 deer as an offering to the feast, thus inviting themselves. Then this feast turned out to be a celebration that spanned 3 days and included a host of different foods, games, target practice, and dances. Today, Americans celebrate Thanksgiving in similar ways, but there have inevitably been changes with time. We start by cooking large amounts of food and gathering with family and friends to give thanks. And there may be some dancing and games as well. However, Thanksgiving has evolved from a simple day of thanks into a day of commercialization, parades, and football. Now that I have explained what this holiday is, let's talk about how we celebrate its traditions. Thanksgiving is loaded with deep-rooted family traditions, and everyone celebrates the holiday in different ways. In an article written by James W. Baker, he states that until the mid-19th century, Thanksgiving remained traditional with turkeys, pumpkin pies, church attendance, and families reuniting. Now, Thanksgiving traditions remain much the same. Menus vary, but most Americans celebrate with a turkey on the table. These days, football or a parade is playing on the TV, and Americans are anticipating Black Friday shopping and trips in preparation for Christmas. In conclusion, I have gone into depth about Thanksgiving's origin, history, and traditions to help you better understand the holiday. Hopefully, I have given you some knowledge about Thanksgiving that perhaps you did not already have. And so this year, on the fourth Thursday in November, I hope that you remember why we celebrate Thanksgiving and why we have specific traditions. Most of all, I hope that you remember to be grateful and thankful.